Hello everybody, I'm your DukeMuRL. Welcome to Civilization 6. Yes, it's finally here. I ended up pre-ordering this game like a week before it was out, and I've been waiting, just anticipating it every day. I've been a huge fan of the Civilization series. I've been a huge fan of Sid Meier's, you know, for a little bit now. But Civilization 6 is finally here, and I am ready to play it. So I actually have played it a little bit just to test things out, and it has changed. It has changed in a few ways. The way that I would put it is that it is simpler, but since it has changed, like, it's simpler but harder because it's simpler. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but let's just go ahead and create a game. Let's go ahead and create a game. I've already tested out a few things. There are differences. You'll see them when we play. So, who do we want to be? Who do we want to be? Russia sounds pretty nice. Oh no, you know what? Ooh, Teddy Roosevelt for the U.S. I really like, I remember being in history and really liking Teddy Roosevelt and his big stick policy. Ooh, I'm thinking about it. Nah. What's this? Rome. Yeah, good old Rome. I remember Rome being super powerful in the 5th game, so all roads lead to Rome. All cities you found or conquer start with a trading post. If in trade route range to your capital, they also start with a road to it. Wow! Your trade routes earn 1 gold for passing through trading posts in your own city. All cities start with an additional city center building. Starts with a monument building in the ancient area. Wow! Legion, Roman unique classical era melee unit that replaces the swordsman, can build a Roman fort. Ooh. Bath, a district unique to Rome for city growth, replaces the aqueduct district. Okay. It provides the city with a source of fresh water and blah blah blah. Okay, yeah, no, I'm sold. I will take it. So, in Civilization 5, I used to be able to play on Emperor, but since this is the 6th one, things have changed a little bit. I don't think I'll be able to do it, so I'm just gonna play on King. So it's still a little difficult, but yeah. And I say we play on a standard size map. Advanced setup, let's just leave everything the way it is. I think it'll be just fine. So let's go ahead and start our game. We are playing as Rome.
Of life beneath water, to the great beasts of the Stone Age, to man taking his first upright steps, you have come far. Now begins your greatest quest. From this early cradle of civilization on towards the stars. Cast your net wide, O Trajan, Emperor of mighty Rome.
Trajan.
Your legions stand at the ready to march out and establish the largest empire the world has ever seen. If you can truly get all roads to lead to Rome, yours will be an empire of great riches and luxuries. Surely then our citizens will proclaim you as their best ruler, the Optimus Princeps.
Okay, so let's start things off. Ooh, there's silk right there. There's coffee right there. There's, farms. Well, wheat. Oh, and there's one right over there. If I set up right there... Actually, just setting up right here, I'll eventually expand into it. I'll expand into all 3 of those just right here. I think I want to go onto this side of the river, though. But I'd end up losing 1 turn if I do that. So I think I'll just set up right here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So, right, here it is. Here's how it looks. I really like how it looks because it has a very storybook kind of look to it now. It looks like a board game. Which, I mean, that's what Civ is. It's kind of like a board game, but yeah, it looks... I just like how it looks. I very much like how it looks. So, right, I should probably say what my plan is. What my plan is for this series. I'm going to try and upload one episode per day for this series. I'm just gonna play it in bulk and upload one episode per day for this series, and just until I finish this game. And that might seem a little much, but I feel as though this is a game that people are going to want to see. It's new, it's fresh, and it is exciting. Yeah, I'm very much excited for this. So, technology works the same. You get technology points, you place that wherever you want, and you end up learning something. So, we're playing as Rome. I don't know. I don't know what I should go for. Well, this is right here, so we should go for irrigation pretty quickly. So yeah, we'll... Yeah, that's what we'll go ahead and do. Hold on. Actually, let's go ahead and set ourselves up with an early builder. And builders are different in this game, okay? So... Okay. So, the way that builders used to work was that, oh gosh, right, I should explain what that was. So that was called inspiration. So, everything that we can research, or everything that we can discover, has these little modifiers at the bottom of them. So, if we end up fulfilling this, we get inspiration. And when we unlock this inspiration, half of the, specified amount, which is normally half, is already finished. It's already done for. So right there, we end up getting inspiration to foreign trade, which is actually a culture thing. In this game, it's no longer like you get culture, and then you can choose from these, like, 13 different trees to take something out of it, and then just keep on gathering up culture. The way it works now is it is just like the science tree, except now it's culture. Much like how faith and gold were kind of like the same thing in the 5th game, that's how it is now. So I was talking about the builder. The builder now is different. It used to be in the first game that in Civilization 5.
Our city-state neighbors have made a request of us.
Hi, city-state. It used to be that the builder was a citizen unit that was just there. You had him for as long as you had him after you made him, and then he just did whatever. Ooh, there's tobacco right there. I think you just had him, and after a certain point, he became more of a nuisance.
Policies in our government.
It is not wisdom, but authority.
So this is how the culture works. You end up getting these policies, and then they become trading cards. Or not really trading cards, they become cards. And then you have military policies, economic policies, diplomatic policies, and wildcard policies. So you just place whichever card that you want the bonus for into these card slots. So I want to go ahead and set up my Pantheon. So I'm going to go ahead and start getting faith and gold from my capital. For this one, I want to have, oh gosh, what do I want? Yeah, I think I'll take the bonus combat damage against barbarians. So, it appears as though there's a city-state right there. Nice. So, city-states kind of work in the same way, except now there's a different policy or a different system called envoys. So, envoys are established right here. You get them via buildings. And for every 100 points you get an envoy, or however much it defines. So you send envoys over here, and after you reach certain amounts, you end up getting different abilities. So, since we were the first to discover these places, we end up getting this first one. So, right here, we end up seeing an envoy. We got this first ability. So we now are getting 2 faith in our capital, and we're getting 2 science in our capital. That's really nice for what we're going for, or what I'm going for. They still have quests, so they want us to trigger the Eureka moment for the archery technology. So if we go over here and we look towards archery, we have to kill a unit with a slinger. So we need to build a slinger unit and use him to kill somebody, so that we can get that Eureka moment, so that we can get another envoy there. What does La Venta want? They want us to train a spearman unit. Okay, so I highly suggest pushing towards that. But again, I want to get irrigation so we can get my luxury resources quickly. So let's aim for foreign trade. Yeah, this is good. And I still have not said what the difference is with the builders. I keep getting distracted because there's... Again, they have changed so much about this game. They've changed so much so that it's just so different, yet still the same. The builders now are not just these annoying units for late game. Now, they are more like units that have counters on them. They have 3 counters on them when you make them, and then they use those counters to improve.
Every nation lives by exchanging.
Yes. No, and maybe. Actually, you know, since we're gaining faith from a city-state, I think we'll go ahead and set ourselves up with the gold by trade routes instead. So, they have these counters, and you use those counters to immediately upgrade a tile. And you might be like, oh, that's messed up, because, you know, part of the fun with the 5th game was that you had to wait for your upgrades. Well, you only get 3 per worker, so you can boost out those workers, but you only get 1, or you only get 3 upgrades per. And it's instantaneous. And the real problem about this game now is not turn management, it's space management. And I'll tell you a bit about that later once we unlock what I'm talking about. So let's forget about craftsmanship for right now. Actually, no, we'll go ahead and push for craftsmanship because we are going to be upgrading tiles soon enough. Let's go on to the next turn. On to the next turn. There's a scout right there. I'm not really worried about him. That I'm more worried about. Yeah, I don't understand this. Barbarians start with freaking spearmen in their encampments. That's so unfair. What am I supposed to do about that? I don't know. But let's go ahead and build... Oh, wait. Actually, no. Let's not build up a trader yet. Actually, no. We'll build up the trader. We'll build up the trader. So, with this worker, we're going to move him here. And we are going to... Oh, you can harvest that resource. It removes the wheat, though, but you end up getting 34 food immediately. That's really nice. But if we take a look, we are getting 4 food from that. That's amazing. That is amazing. So let's just go ahead and build a farm improvement instead.
Thousands have lived without love. Not one without water.
This is true. So now we have irrigation, so we can get this luxury resource. Let's upgrade that, and then we upgrade this, and we will have early game coffee. Early game luxury resource, which is always nice. Always very nice. So next up, I don't know what exactly I want to get. let's go ahead and get writing, because I know for a fact that we'll end up coming across some sort of civilization soon enough. It's bound to happen. And we have gained enough faith for a pantheon. So let's see, what do we want? Some of the pantheons are the same, some of them are different. So, oh, good golly gosh, what do we want? Say growth rate is 10% higher. That's an option. Bonus faith equal 50% of the strength of each unit killed within 8 tiles of a holy site district you own. Maybe. War expansion is 15% higher. Actually, that may be the one that we go for. Harvesting a resource or removing a feature receives faith equal to the other yield's quantity. Oh, that sounds amazing. But I think I'll go with the border expansion. And that gives us a Eureka moment for mysticism. So we're going to work on that trading post. Yeah. Or that trading convoy. Let's go ahead and build a farm here. And yeah, we're going to be... that city is going to grow really quickly. So if you see here, barbarian encampments are the same. Except now the barbarians seem to be a bit more aggressive. Like, in the 5th game...
Organisms don't think of CO2 as a poison. Plants and organisms that make shells, coral. Think of it as a building block.
Nice. So, the barbarians seem to come out more often. In the 5th game, it used to be that you could just attack them, and then it would be like, oh, okay, you know, let's wait until I'm healed and then attack them again. Now it seems like the barbarians can be slightly random. I never exactly know what to expect from them. Nice. So,
without craftsmanship, inspiration.
Let's take a look at the policies we got. Goje. Production towards ancient and classical era melee and ranged units increased. I like that. So let's go ahead and take that for a little bit. Actually, no. What's this one? 30% production towards builders. You know what? Yeah. I'll go ahead and do that for right now. Increase my production of those two things. And then I'm going to start moving my warrior away. And let's go ahead. There's no point in working on mysticism right now because we do not have a slot for these cards yet. So it's better to just look at something else, I believe. Grow your to 6 people. Well, it does unlock the Oracle, though, which I guess is an option. So let's go ahead and do that instead. It also won't take as long, so sure, why not? I'm still working on that trader, but I think I'll actually change what I'm working on to a slinger instead. Doesn't take very long, so yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. Ooh, looks like there's something right there. Good day. It is an honor to meet you in person. It seems great minds do attract each other after all. And you are... Pedro II of Brazil. Of course. Would you like to visit our nearby city and sample our hospitality? Good.
Writing means sharing.
Yep, there it is.
It's part of the human condition to want to...
Awesome. So let's go for astrology. So,
welcome to the United States of America. If you conduct yourself well, you can consider us friends.
Hi, Roosevelt. It is an honor to meet you, Mr. President. And I would love to blah 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 your hospitality. I've met 2 new civilizations. It's good to see you. My diplomatic delegation should be arriving soon with some fresh-baked apple pies. I'm sure you'll give them a warm welcome. Oh, yes, please. Thank you, Mr. President. Will you receive our diplomatic delegation to your... Sure. I don't know what the delegation is, though, but sure. So, one thing about this game that seems a little weird is how weak you start off at. You actually need to play a bit defensive at the beginning, because, big stick policy. Likes peaceful civilizations that have a city on his home continent. Hates civilizations starting wars against a city-state or civilization based on his continent. Oh, okay, so it's okay to go to war against places overseas, just not on the same continent. Okay. And we have a truly neutral relationship right now. Let's take a look at Pedro. Do we have a truly neutral relationship? We do. Actually, he just slightly likes us a bit more for some reason. Patron of Arts. Likes civilizations who are not competing for great people and will recruit great people whenever possible. Dislikes losing a great person to another civilization. I can understand. Let's go ahead and send them a delegate. Go ahead and increase our friendship with them. So now if we look at our relationship, he now is a bit more friendly with us because we sent them a delegate. And let's do the same with Brazil as well. Yes, it costs us a bit of gold, but again, the little bit of friendship is really nice to have at the beginning. And as I was saying, it's kind of strange.
Mysticism is the mistake of an accident.
My liege, we have an envoy at our disposal. We can use the envoy to gain...
Sort of strange at the beginning because a state only has like 13 strength, and a warrior by himself has 20 melee strength, which back in the 5th game, typically if you were like within 10 points of a city, you could hold up against them pretty well. So I don't know if that means that you can easily take a civilization early game with just like a few warriors, but I'll have to try that on my own time at some point. But the fact that the city's defense strength is so low really makes me concerned. It almost feels as though they're trying to force you to always have a unit back home, which very well could be the case, because in Civ 5 you could just send your units wherever, and your town or your city could normally hold itself just fine. Let's go ahead and go for military traditions. Yes, so we end up getting this envoy because of that last thing that we took. So since one of them is to get the Eureka moment for archery, which is really hard because we're talking about a slinger. They don't do too much damage, but there's a barbarian encampment right there, which may make it a lot easier, actually. I think I'll actually go ahead and put this envoy towards La Venta. Yeah. Because once we hit 3 envoys, we get another 2 faith in every holy site district. So if we have a holy site district, which, again, we haven't hit districts yet. I'm hoping that we hit districts just before this episode ends, so I can explain them to you.
We have recently gained advanced knowledge in city planning. Creating
A physician without a knowledge of astrology.
Okay, so we have gained districts. Okay? Now you might be asking, what are districts? And I'll tell you what districts are. So, a district is something like this. It's either, it could be a holy site, a campus, it could be an aqueduct, etc., etc. So pretty much, it's like we go into here and we say, I want a holy site. And then you have to place this holy site somewhere on a tile in your territory. And it gets extra bonuses depending on where it's at. So it's like what's this? So I could place this anywhere here, and it gains certain extra bonuses depending on where it's at. So if I were to place it here, it would end up gaining a +1 since it's next to the woods. Or over here, it also gains that bonus. So you're really gonna want to aim for that, and I highly suggest doing that. Even though this will cost me money, it's a very good idea. Let's actually look at campus. We can place a campus here and get +1 science because it is next to a rainforest tile. But I think for right now, I will ignore that, and I will go for another slinger to go ahead and take care of some of these barbarians so I can get a Eureka moment and get that extra delegate over here. So, as I said earlier, the main problem about this game now...
As it turns out, Mount Kilimanjaro is not Wi-Fi enabled, so I had to spend 2 weeks in Tanzania talking to the people on my trip.
Nancy Bonds. So, as I said earlier, it's not so much a question as to how of turn management, but now it's a question of your area management. Sling them. They're just like, please stop it, that hurts. Okay.
When you find yourself
And they're
in a
running
hole,
away.
quit digging.
These quotes are more funny than anything. I love it. So, now we can go ahead and finish up that trader, probably. Actually, I'll go ahead and make one more slinger. I have found that in this game, for the few minutes that I've played, you can get a large army and support it at the beginning of the game a lot easier than in the previous installment. The Geneva warrior took out that barbarian encampment. That's a shame. I mean, it's good for them, but it's a shame for me because I want to do that. I want to get the bonus from killing them with my slinger. Yeah, just stay right there. Yeah, so this game looks so different. Like, the 5th game was... It kind of had an ultra-realism look, and then this one, again, has a very storyboard look. Inspiration. Your contact with other states has crystallized your idea of governing your own people. We were not the first ones to meet them, sadly. But their quest for us is to get the Eureka for masonry technology. What's the Eureka for masonry technology? Build a quarry. Okay, well, guess we're gonna have to build a quarry at some point. Unfortunately, there's no place we can set up a quarry around our area. So... Oh, wait, no, you can set up a mine there, but not a quarry. You can set one up there, or there, or there, or there. Yeah, so, that's the thing. I wonder where we'll set up our first playset. Oh, we could actually set it up right, like, here, maybe. Get the bonus from Kilimanjaro. I believe it gives a bonus. Yeah. One tile impassable, the natural wonder. It appears as a mountain and provides 2 food to adjacent tiles. That's like 6 tiles with 2 extra food. That's amazing. Let's try and not let this this person get away. I want to kill them. Yeah, we met a new save state. Oh, gosh, I am over time. Sorry about that. Thank you all so much for watching. The subscribe button is down below, and we'll see where this goes. Thank you all so much for watching. The like and dislike buttons are there for your amusement. Do with them as you wish. And, as usual, have a wonderful day. I appreciate your watching, and tell your friends about me. I appreciate that even more. Have a wonderful day. Bye!